Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. We are currently sitting in the office of the commander of Deep Space Nine. Still has Cisco's baseball sitting right there on the desk. And yeah, we're just ready to go. Yeah. Let's see. Fire's Vengeance. Okay, I think that's what it is, what it says. Alright, let's get going. Yep, stand on the desk. That's how you assert dominance. Alright, doomed to repeat. Here we go.
I only recently learned of the station here. It's very old and very well concealed, even from Vorta and Jem'Hadar. From what I can tell, the Founders studied alien life here, including the Herc. We may be able to recover useful tactical data on them from the station's computer.
Were you expecting these Dominion ships out there?
No, and that concerns me. This is supposed to be an abandoned facility. Take us into comms range and open a hailing frequency. Let me do the talking. I should be able to make any Vorta or Jem'Hadar fall into line if things get...
Agreed. Helm, take us in.
So far so good. They're not targeting us.
Yeah. We know how this ends.
Entering the Dominion systems without authorization has become a bad habit of yours, one I have grown weary of. You've shown a singular talent for annihilating the Herc. I suggest you return to that, before my patience with your insolence
Noted.
expires.
The Ambassador has something to add.
There's no need for this posturing, Founder. We're here on official business under my authority.
Odo, it seems to be a day for defiance and bad habits. You do not have the authority to grant access to this system. It is restricted to all but those of the highest level, a level you do not possess. Now then, I suggest you leave immediately.
We're not going anywhere, Founder.
Fire to disable. Odo must not be harmed.
Of course.
Dominion forces, this is Counselor Garrick aboard the Tane. Cease hostilities. Consider that your first and only warning.
We must protect the Founder. All ships, disengage!
There we go. It's no longer her choice.
You certainly know how to make my days more interesting. An ancient Dominion research facility, guarded by the leader of the Founders? A cloaked fleet pales in comparison, but it's the best I can add.
Glad you can make it, Garrick.
I wouldn't have missed it for the world. The fact that the Founder was willing to fire on one of her own speaks volumes on this station's worth. I look forward to discovering its...
Indeed.
Since when does the Founder stand guard duty, Odo?
She doesn't. Let's find out where
Yeah.
she's hiding.
We don't have a lot of time. We may have held off the Founder for now, but she'll be back, and she'll bring friends. Let's get down there and find what we came here for, before every Jem'Hadar in the Quadrant...
Probably a good idea.
I couldn't agree more, Captain. Why don't you and the Ambassador join the away team while I remain on guard with my fleet?
Thought you wanted to find some secrets, Garrick.
On any other day, I'd be the first to beam down. However, after the Karema incident, I believe both the Captain and the Ambassador need to discover the truth of this station together. Call it a trust-building...
That's diplomatic of you, Garrick.
Captain Kira makes a good point. Let's get this over with before it gets even more complicated than it already is.
Alright, let's get down there. My away team will keep you two protected. while we all go exploring. Alright. Alright, well, this is the current event going on, the Pavo, discovery-related event. I'm looking forward to trying this reflective crystallized shielding.
Looks like the station's running on auxiliary power. We've got life support, basic lighting, not much else. If we're gonna get anything useful out of this relic, we'll need to get the main power back online.
Agreed.
Stay vigilant. We have no idea what to expect here.
Of course. Rex? Alright, let's get a move on. We gotta activate everything. Turn on main power is goal number 1. Familiar looking surroundings. Main power. There we go. Just need to find a terminal.
Well done. Main power is back online. We'll be able to access other systems, including the data core. Let's find an access console and see what's in there. Hopefully the data files aren't corrupted beyond repair.
Fingers crossed, Odo. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. Alright, this way. Here we are. Okay. First location of beta servers. There it is.
The terminal is in poor shape. None of the files are accessible. Considering their age, I'm not terribly surprised. The Founders wouldn't keep a place like this hidden to protect dust and broken files. Let's check all the data terminals and consoles in the area. That one over there looks reasonably intact.
Let's check it out. Alright, so we went to this one just to figure out that we have to be careful with what we're working with. Read log.
Research report 4121.63, Dominion Reckoning. My fellow Founders, the Mesan research station is fully operational. As we continue to add worlds to our sphere of influence, our studies of xenobiology become more important. We must know all we can of both friend and foe. We need every advantage we can find if we are to achieve true dominion.
I see.
Our Premier project is underway. You'll recall the recently discovered race of tree dwellers, hunted as we once were. Genetic engineering of these solids has produced considerable results. Their intelligence has increased by a factor of 3 so far. We predict this species will be the first of many loyal servitors and...
Interesting.
She's talking about the Vorta. The date she gave was nearly 2,000 years ago, not long after the Dominion was founded. This facility's older than we thought.
Indeed. Alright, now for this one.
Research report 4653.15, Dominion Reckoning. Our scouts have discovered an interesting species of solids at the edge of the Dominion. They are a species of sentient insectoids that live primarily underground. We may not have detected them were it not for a thorough geological scan.
Insectoids, you say?
Initial studies have revealed that these solids are based on germanium. I've attached bioscan data we collected on them for your review. I've dispatched a research unit to study these burrows further. They may be just what we need for the military.
Fascinating.
Burrowing sentient insectoids. Germanium-based. She must be talking about the Herc. Judging by the date, the Founders made first contact with the Herc nearly 2,000 years
Let's see if we
ago.
can find more data. Alright. Now to the next room. Here we go. See, I know there's a console down here, but we're gonna start with this one up here.
Research report, Dominion date 7021.27. More data has arrived on the Cadre species 484 designation, Burrows. Their world's unusual orbital path has taken it out of the habitable zone. As a result, the Burrows have retreated underground and entered a state of
Okay.
While dormant, the smaller cervital race tends to the Burrows. They also maintain their shared habitat and technology. I've instructed the field team to take advantage of their dormancy period, and they are now conducting aggressive studies of these intriguing signs.
Alright.
My team initiated first contact protocols with the borrowers prior to their mass dormancy. They found them to be friendly and intelligent, if not willful. We've identified a common element in their food supply. Manipulation of this element may prove useful in subjugation.
Intelligent? Friendly?
Unbelievable. It sounds like the Founders made first contact with the Herc in order to find a way to conquer them. It's like Quark says, the bigger the smile, the sharper
Let's
the
keep
knife.
searching. Alright. Let's see, I don't think there's anything over here. No, there's nothing over there. Alright. So now for this one down here. This is a pretty important one, I believe.
Research report 7903.01. Dominion Reckoning. Cadre species 468. Designation Jem'Hadar is a massive success. They will be the strong arm of our Dominion, guided by our cunning, brilliant Vorta. The toil of these vassals will allow us to spend more time in the link with those we hold most.
Sounds so proud.
The birth of the Jem'Hadar, as seen through a Founder's eyes. Interesting. No mention of the Herc, however. Their designation number was lower than ours. They were our predecessors. Perhaps something went wrong? Something that led the Founders to reject and abandon them for a different species.
Let's find out. Alright. Next room. Info sweep. Alright. Start with this one.
Research report Dominion date 8183.67. The burrowers have emerged once again, and in a hostile state. They have taken to the stars, moving from sector to sector, attacking anyone that crosses their path. Their goal is not one of conquest, but of consumption. They leave nothing but dead worlds in their wake. Though we do not understand their newfound savagery, we have found a use for it. When the burrowers set their sights on a world, we offer the inhabitants a choice. Those that submit to our Dominion rule are defended by the Jem'Hadar. Those that don't serve as an object lesson to
We've
others.
seen that tactic before.
So, the Founders have been using the Herc to manipulate others for some time now. Bend the knee to the Dominion, or we'll stand back and let them ravage your world. Only now something's different. Something's changed. They can't keep the Herc in line with the Jem'Hadar anymore. And we're all...
Indeed. Alright, next.
Research report 8532.38. Our scouts have returned from a wormhole expedition. The solid races on the other side are primitive and unremarkable, save for one. They are called Klingons, and show a singular talent for violence, one that rivals our own Jem'Hadar. Left unchecked, these savage creatures could become dangerous
Ah,
enemies.
the Klingons, of course.
While the Klingons are too willful to subjugate, their genetic material could produce viable cohorts to the Jem'Hadar, or their replacements. We have begun development of a new cadre species, designation Thakiri, using demons from Klingon folklore for inspiration. As with Jem'Hadar, we have bound them to our service with the White. We will test them in combat on the Klingons themselves. Research Report Supplemental Entry 8671.71 Dominion Reckoning. Somehow the Fakari have broken the hold of the White and turned on their rightful masters. Most of our research team were killed. Intelligence reports suggest a union between the Fakari and a Klingon warlord known as Bular. Perhaps this will lead to a state of mutually assured destruction on Kronos. One can only hope.
Founders made the Valkyrie?
So it would seem. Only they lost control of them, despite the use of Ketracel White. Based on what we know about Fakiri, it seems the price they paid for their freedom was insanity. They became the monsters they were based on.
Unfortunately for all concerned. Alright. And last but not least.
Research Report 9076.23. Final entry. I am weary. Soon I'll return to the Great Link, and I will be glad to be rid of this place. The borrowers have emerged again. We can barely control them this time. The Jem'Hadar were able to divert their onslaught at great cost. Rather than counterattack, they went through the wormhole to seek easier prey.
Alright.
Our agents in the other quadrants report that the burrow assault was a sweeping one, going as far as Kronos. Hopefully they'll devour every atom of that wretched planet. The burrowers will eventually return to dormancy. Strangely, it appears that some of their forces intend on remaining in the other quadrants. It seems they have a long-term goal. Galactic devastation.
They steered the Herc into other quadrants.
Yes, they knew the Herc problem was getting worse even then. Instead of preparing or seeking allies, they expanded the Dominion. And when the Herc re-emerged, they tried to deal with it on their own, and failed. Their arrogance may lead to the end of the Dominion. We need to get this data to the Alliance, all of it, even the damaged and corrupted files. There has to be information we can use.
Agreed.
I'm picking up something on my tricorder. There was a massive power spike on a lower deck, and now I'm reading a large number of systems cycling up. Something's happening.
We should investigate this.
Agreed. Take your team and Captain Kira down to investigate. I'll remain here and pull as much of the data as possible. We won't get another
We won't be
chance.
gone long. Alright. Off we go to the lower area, to the lower decks. Turbo lift. Okay then. There she is.
We must be close to the core. Hope we don't have to leave in a hurry. There's no way our ships can lock onto us down here with transport.
Not an optimal exit strategy.
Tell me about it. Let's stay focused on the mission. Now that we're closer to the signal, I'm getting better readings on my tricorder. I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure everything that came online down here has some sort of medical...
Is there something else on your mind?
I'm still uncertain about Odo. I need to be sure he's still not a part of...
What are your concerns, Captain?
The Odo I knew wouldn't have risked Bajor like that. This Odo seems arrogant and reckless, even
We'll
dangerous.
keep an eye on him after we regroup. Alright, let's get going. Well, cryopods full of Valkyrie. $20 says they come online.
Well, that answers one question. These are medical stasis pods. Judging by what we heard upstairs, the
They are
Ions...
Valkyrie. Valkyrie.
It gets worse. I'm picking up life signs ahead. I'll bet some of the stasis pods down here have opened. The Dominion made the Fakiri to kill Klingons. I'm not expecting
It will be a good day to die. For them.
Worf and Martok need to see this.
Yes, they do. Knowing that one of their greatest enemies is a creation of another of their greatest enemies? Yeah, that's pretty important. Alrighty then. Here we go. Ah, this is the room.
I'm picking up traces of Ketracel white in these tanks. The Dominion probably manufactured it here to keep the Fakiri in line, and took it with them when they left the facility. So, we have a station full of angry Fakiri with no way to pass them.
We should keep them moving. Speaking of which... Nope, nothing there. Okay. Yep, time to fight.
We've got company, and they don't look
Of course they
friendly.
don't look friendly, they're Fakiri. Okay then.
We're lucky there were only a few of them. I don't want to be around if all of these Fakiri wake up. Let's see if we can find some way to keep the rest of these pods.
Very well. Alright. Oh, take items. There we go. Fairly certain there's no other stuff around here, but always good to double check. Why are we still killing things? Okay then. I walked away only to come back to fighting. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, all the way down here. Oops.
By the prophets.
Yeah, this isn't good. Very not good. I'm gonna summon all the things.
More incoming. We need an exit.
Yes. Yes, we do. Come on. Somebody get close to me.
Odo to Kira, we're on our way to assist you.
Yeah, we're probably gonna need some assistance. Hello? Oh, things are waking up and they are moving. Okay then. Okay then.
Nerys, are you...
I'll manage. Let's get out of here while we can.
Wow.
Victory is life.
Dishonor's even here.
So is Rock to Juno, but I don't say it every 5 seconds.
Can you target the bad guy, please? There we go. There it is. Alright, so now we've regrouped. We took out some of...
I think we've worn out our welcome. Garrick informs me that a number of unidentified vessels are emerging from hidden bays throughout the station. To make matters worse, the Herc have arrived. They're beginning to assault the station as we speak, and I don't need to tell you how that will end. It's time
Let's
to
head back up then. Alright, time to leave. Hold on just a minute, I'm gonna do a quick look through. Because usually they're dropping a lot of items, but... Nope, we're all good. Alright, let's get out of here. Alrighty then. Still got some more to deal with, though, as you can see. Oh.
Looks like the Herc followed us down.
The Herc followed us down here, okay. I remember, this is the important part.
I wonder what they want in here.
There we go. Alright, another one bites the dust. There we go. Let's go get the big one in the back. Or not. How are you not dead already? Alright. Get out of there. You are spawning more in, and I don't like that.
Keep moving. We're almost there.
Odo, look out!
Whoa. What the?
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
You might be right. Listen.
And there it goes. Of course.
Are you insane?
Okay. Stabilize, please. There we go. Kira's stuck over there. There we go. Let's speak with you.
I'm relieved to see you well. It's fortunate we arrived when we did. A moment later, and that creature would have attacked
The situation was under control.
Odo wasn't in any danger, Wayun. That Herc was peaceful. It was trying to communicate with us.
That's your opinion. Mine is that a founder was in danger of being attacked by a member of an aggressive species. My duty was clear, as is my conscience. We're wasting time here, Captain. The station is on the verge of being overrun by the Herc. If you want to communicate with them some more, you're free to do so, but I recommend we leave.
Agreed. Alright. Now our supervisor is here. Oh, okay. Now the Herc and the others are fighting. The Herc and the Fakiri. Alright. There's a ghost stuck in the wall. Alright, are you done here? Wow. Alright, moving on.
Once we return to the upper levels, we will be able to beam up and leave this place.
Let's get back to the ship. Alright, now for the epic space battle of epicness. Because there always has to be an epic space battle. It's Star Trek, after all. Where your ship build is just as important as your ground build. Alright. Load a little faster, please. "15-year-old game. Gotta remember, it's 15 years old. 15 years old just last month."
Glad you could join us. As you can see, the situation here has become rather combustible. The Herc I recognize, of course, but our other opponents remain mystery. Some new type of Dominion attack.
Not new, old. They're Fakiri.
Fakiri? As in the demonic beasts living on both. I'm intrigued. It's not every day one encounters
Those mythic creatures can fight, Cardassian.
I remember Mr. Worf mentioning the Fakiri once. Beginning to see why.
Yeah. It's, pretty obvious reason as to why. They are, without a doubt, very difficult to defeat. Alright, let's just take out as many things as we can. Yep, our goal right now is to defeat the Fakiri fleet. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, this little warship has definitely outlived its welcome. It should be dead already, is what I'm trying to say. The biggest problem with this fight is that it's so spread out. Like, our enemies are quite literally everywhere. And flying your way towards one means that your allies fly in a different direction, and suddenly you're SOL. Alright, let's get to it then. There we go. Fortescue is here, which I know I summoned them. So these are all of our allies over here, so we want to try and stay relatively close to them. Of course, all of our enemies that we need to defeat are over there. Oh, Necrotic. Oh. Yeah, we kind of have to take out these assemblies. Now that I know they're here. There's Necrotic assembly. Alright, let's upgrade our ships again. Remember, our goal is to defeat the Fakiri fleet. Fakiri fleet. Alright, we're doing much better now. I don't know why we're suddenly very slow, it feels. Something must be disrupting our engines. Okay, now we're a little scattered. I'm gonna go way out over here and defeat this one, since it's all by itself. And since this ally is all by themselves, so they got way too separated from the group. Yes, I'm aware the ship is under attack. We're all under attack. Alright, let's take it out. Take it out. Take it out, take it out, take it out. There we go. We got one little warship over here to take out. There we go.
Reading a massive Herc fleet dropping out of port.
That's not good.
Just as the Fakiri...
Of course.
Looks like the Fakiri are pursuing the better part of valor. Can't say I blame them. There's a lot
Indeed.
of here.
The Herc seem to be distracted. There's something about the station that's holding their attention. We might be able to take advantage of this.
Are you suggesting we attack? Well, it's true, we have the advantage, for now. I don't think we'll hold it for long once we start blowing them apart. We have what we came for. If the Herc want to gnaw on an asteroid while we make a hasty exit, I believe we should let them enjoy their meal.
Agreed.
Very well, we'll deal with the Herc later. For now, let's get back so we can analyze the research data we found here. Whenever you're
Alright,
ready.
depart system. Yeah, better to retreat than attempt a very small battle taking place.
The Founders never disappoint, do they? I wish I had chosen to join you on the station, but I'm sure it's for the best that I was available to cover your escape. It must have been unsettling to learn the truth about the Fakiri, or rather, the Fakiri created by the Founders. Who's to say if the mythical Fakiri exist or not? A matter for lore singers.
Indeed.
I will help Odo repair the corrupted files as best as I can. Hopefully, we can discover our next lead. I'll be in touch once we have more information.
Indeed. Alright, let's get this Fakiri Chaos Blaze. Alright, getting... Oh wait, they're about to hit me with that.
My apologies for the quality of the transmission. I'm contacting you on an encrypted frequency. I'm working on an important covert mission, and I could use your assistance. I can't go into the details over comms, but you should know, if we pull this off, it could change the course of the Herc conflict in our favor. Meet with me on Deep Space Nine to go over the details. Come along. I've been asked to keep the details of the mission on a need-to-know basis, and right now, only you and I need to...
Alright, it's time for Quark's Lucky 7. And, yeah, it's quite an interesting level. Also, these throwing knives, I had my main character using them for a very long time before I switched up. They are very good knives to have. It's an awesome thing, because they're literally melee and distance weapons at the same time, so it's fantastic. Alright, Denny, next time we're working with Quark. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!